Well, this is the old guys, Still River Radio, and it's July 3rd. Very beautiful afternoon, July 3rd. And they may have the fireworks at the Still River Town Park tonight. They got canceled twice. They usually have them a week before on Saturday. That got canceled. Then Tuesday night got canceled again because of rain. And the weather report does not look good for tomorrow, so I think they're going to have them tonight. And it's summertime, and people show up, lost people, wanderers show up in Still River in the summer. And not the usual wanderers, but strange people or different people from way far away show up. And just like a long time ago, this fella showed up out of nowhere and saved this young mother and her baby using a big crowbar to get her out of the car. Got hit by a bus at the intersection of Main and White Streets of Still River. And they never knew where could find him. After he saved them, pulled him out, and set him down on the bench where the bus stop is, the ambulance came, and the reporter came to talk to him, and he left, and he was staying at Martha's boarding house over Martha's Diner and Sporting Goods, and he left, and his name, he said, was John Gabriel. He fixed Bob Carmignani's porch for a real cheap price also, and he left, and they tried to find him again. And Martha said he left an address of 7 Heavens Gate, Nebraska. And it said his name was John Gabriel. And they called the sheriff out there, and there's nothing near. 7 Heaven Gate is just a big open prairie field. I guess it was a cornfield or a cattle prairie at one time. There was a mailbox there with nothing on it, but no house or anything. And well, be careful of well-meaning strangers. You could be entertaining angels. Well, last year, this fella shows up in Still River in a big black, either it was a Chevy or a Lincoln SUV. He looked very official. He was really tall, and his license plate said it was a Texas license plate, and it said Angel 2.0 on the license plate, but it was ANGL space 2.0, and he came. And he would park at the mall in the morning, this big black SUV over at the end of the parking lot near where the 2 ponds are on the left. And one always floods when it rains up to almost where he parked, right at the end, away from all the other cars and everything. And he would sit down in the morning, get a large coffee, and read the paper. He was very amenable. He looked very distinctive. He wore a cowboy hat. He dressed in very pressed jeans and cowboy boots and a pressed Western-style snap shirt. Sometimes it had a little design on it or flowers. And he came in one day, it was raining, he was wearing one of those Texas rain slickers. And he looked like very official. And it turned out he said he was a retired Texas Ranger, which was very interesting. And, well, one day, at the end of the parking lot, there's these 2 ponds, but then there's the end of the runway directly across the street from the pond of the Still River Municipal Airport. And he was sitting at Starbucks, and there were sirens, and somebody said a plane had crashed over at the end of the runway. small plane and landed in the pond, and it was sinking. So he got up and went out really quick, and there was like a police car there, and some of the mall security, and the plane's tail was sticking out of the water. Its wings were in front end were under, and he didn't see any bubbles coming up, and he knew that the plane must be full of water and already. And he walked over to his SUV, opened the back, and pulled out these jaws of life he had with him, because he knew that whoever was in the plane wasn't going to last another minute or two, and that would be, too late for the rescue trucks. And he kind of just walks into the water up to his neck, almost his top of his chest, goes under, and you see these bubbles come up, you hear this noise, and he comes walking back out with this guy, holding him under one arm like he's a knapsack or something, and he gets up to his chest, throws him over his shoulder in the fireman's carry, takes him out, lays him down on the ground, starts doing CPR, and revives the guy. So, people all got their iPhones out, cameras, and they're videoing all of this. And he was staying at the Super 8 motel, like 1 block away from the mall. And the ambulance comes, and the SUVs come, and the reporters come, and he leaves. He gets in his SUV, Suburban, and leaves. And everybody's trying to find him. And so they said that he was staying at the Super 8 motel. He told somebody at Starbucks, some of the waitresses, they were asking around who he was. And it turned out his name was Angel Lou Raphael. And he left his address as number 7 Heavenly Acres, Texas. So they get on a computer and they look where Heavenly Acres is in Texas. There's nothing there again. There was a mailbox there with nothing on it. And they didn't see him again, and everybody was looking for him because he was a hero, And so, wandering strangers, be kind and courteous. You never know. You could be entertaining angels.